jumping into your life and entering your live stream on a one-on-one, just to give y'all some tips on conduct, unbecoming a live streamer. Now I know this person is pretty popular, you know. I've been a fan of theirs since the very beginning, before they start getting a lot of recognition. I tried my best to, support them and be there for them as often as I could. Every now and then they drop in on me, you know, spend some time with me, you know, speak on my videos, watch my videos. But then, people do have lives. You can't expect too much. They're gonna go and do what they gotta do. So, and I'm included. I understand that. But when you do get an opportunity to share some time with somebody, it's always becoming of a person to show some etiquette. And what that means is, when somebody speaks to you, you're supposed to speak back. And when you get the opportunity to share some time with them, you should always, reciprocate as best you can. And if you don't do that, then you're really unbecoming of a proper live streamer. I think a proper live streamer is supposed to recognize anybody that comes into their chat. If they get the opportunity right away, they have to let you know what's going on. Maybe they got some kind of difficulty going on driving. You never know what the situation is, so you can't always be right on point when you're supposed to be. But if a person is in your chat, and I counted, I said hi to the chat, and I spoke to everybody that I knew there, by saying that. And the ones who spoke to me, I said hello back. But not once did this person recognize me as being in their chat. They're so preoccupied with other people that they preferred to have a conversation with that they never even said hello. And I found that to be very bad behavior, in terms of how you should treat a person when they come and spend some time with you, and try to show you some support. And I know this person is on right now, so they probably get this video later on. But I believe it's not cool. It's not cool to do that. And I think that if you really want to, give respect where respect is due, you should always speak to the people that come into your chat. Because like I say all the time, they don't need to be there. They don't have to spend time with you. They don't have to make comments in your chat. They don't have to put on the air that you are popular enough to spend time with them. But then you never show them any appreciation and you don't reciprocate at all. That's all I'm saying. If you could do that, you would be cool. Even if you just said, "Hey, dumb motherfucker, thanks for dropping in." That's even recognition. That's not ignoring somebody. So now, with that said, I'm not gonna mention names, and I'm not gonna drop this person right away. I know they always have their hands full. This individual is going through a lot. They know who they are. Struggling, working, raising kids. You know, and life has put a lot on them, especially at a young age. And I can understand the difficulty involved in that, but I believe that if you're going to succeed in life, you have to learn how to treat people. If you don't learn how to treat people, eventually karma's going to catch up with you. And when it does, it ain't going to be pretty. Okay? So understand that. That's all I wanted to say. I'm not going to stretch this out a little bit. I just said what I was going to say. I don't really care for live streaming. I'm not really into live streaming. Maybe that's why I'm not monetized at this point. I don't hardly ever live stream. The only live thing I do is a concert. If I show up on somebody else's live stream, I think I occupy at least 4 or 5 live streams a day. But I'm a content creator. I create content every day, almost. maybe I'll say a day or two. But yeah, and that's why I have the popularity that I do, because I put stuff out there for people to see. And when they come and drop by and spend time with on my videos or spend time watching my lives, I always say thank you, and I try to always reciprocate. And let me just guys a little heads up about this watch time hours. You know, you can do one live stream if you had 1,000 people come and spend time on your live stream, or just fast forwarding your live stream. Then they get credit for that hour or 2 hours or however long that live stream is. If you have friends like me, WC, you come in, you watch as much of their live stream as you can. If you get ready to turn off, fast forward it. Like you go all the way through it, you know, and the person receive that time, you know. It's pretty simple, really. And I have a lot of people that I have subscribed to, and I don't miss anybody. I see up, I go straight to them. I see them watching my videos, I come straight to them. I show support, all right? I don't care how busy I get, because you know why? I've had people set some very good examples for me. One little, Evie, that's Ebie. She has 144, 150,000 subscribers. You know, I was just on her live stream just a little while ago. She had 575 people on her live stream. But do you know this woman pops on almost every video or every other video or every third video that I do? And she says, hey, WC, video, she makes a comment, you know. I get support. I get support from her. And if she's that busy, you know, with her life, I'm sure, and doing her content, and she all them subscribers, and she can spend some time with me, and she can come and visit my live stream, and she can come and watch my video, I think I need to reciprocate, don't you? I think everybody should reciprocate. When you get a friend that spend time with you and come watch your live stream, and every time you turn around, they're watching your videos, please reciprocate, you know, because otherwise you're building up a lot of bullshit karma, and it's going to come back to you. Like my mother used to always say, I've never seen a dollar bill carrying a glass of water. It takes human beings to support you. And if you succeed, it's nothing unless you have somebody to share it with. You got to have some love for each other. And like I said before, this YouTube thing, it ain't about just getting subscribers. It ain't about just having affiliates or just having associations or just making money. I think it's a bonding situation that a lot of people have no idea. They think it's all about money. It's not all about money. It's about people. And it's about what it used to be when you go outside and you had neighbors and you said, hey, hello, neighbor. And they said, hey, neighbor. And they said, you know, what you doing? How you feel? What you going through? You know? And it's a bond thing. So I think we need to get back to that. Let's forget about all the money situation just for a little while. Let's just put that aside. Let's think about the fact that you get the chance to know another human being and know what they going through, know what they dealing with. And you can share, you know, you can share in their situation. So now, I'm not going to stay. I see I got a few people, but I'm not going to stay. I just want to say thank you for coming in. Thank you for liking. If you see this video, pass it along. And remember, when you go into somebody's chat, it's like you're giving them the opportunity to make you feel welcome. I think I heard something about kind to strangers, you know. We don't know each other for real. I mean, we know each other over the internet. But we really do have a chance to show our humanity to each other, you know. So if you get that opportunity, don't let it pass you by to show that you're a human being, to show that you care about a person, and reach out and say, hey, how's it going? I'm saying that's what it's all about. I'm not going to worry about the rest. Hello, thank you for coming. All right, so good night. And then one more thing. Listen, when you go by a live stream, and this is not about getting any hours right now, because I wanted to get this message out there to let you folks know. In my 3,800 and 69 subscribers know, 70, I'm sorry. When you go to a live stream, you have live streamers, and you show them that type of love, then you teach them the proper way how to be. You know, you come in and you say hi and you greet them and you greet their chat and you spend some time. Make sure you spend more than 10 minutes. Make sure you spend more than 5 minutes. The algorithm is not going to recognize. You have to drop in and spend at least a half an hour to an hour or longer if you want to give them credit. Just going in and saying hi, that's not going to help them. So don't waste your time with that. If you really don't have time to sit there and get to know their patrons and their associates and get to know their situation, don't even waste your time, because what you're doing is you making the algorithm have hiccups. It's like this. Oh, somebody came in. Oh, they left. Oh, somebody came in. Oh, they left. It's telling the algorithm, no, they're no good. If you get an opportunity to go in somebody's chat, stay at least a half hour and don't move. I don't care if you don't have nothing to say. Just don't move. Just stay there. You know? And then that person will get that opportunity to have that half an hour accumulate, and they get a few opportunities like that, and they gather together, and before you know it, then they have a whole hour. All right? Susanna, thank you for dropping in. I appreciate you. Good night. Listen, do this, because if you want to help someone, when you spend time with them in their live stream, that accumulates for their hours. If you just sticking your head in and saying and just seeing if any of your friends are there, and if they're not, then you leave, that's not helping them. Okay? So just keep that in mind. I just wanted to put that out there. And I'm going to cut it off right here, and I'm going to go back to my editing because I'm busy. But I did stop by a few channels, and all of them I got a very good reception on, except this one that I told you about. I can't believe it. But anyway, when you know better, you do better. And I hope you all try to do better in life and treat each other with some respect and some love. And just be good, decent people. That's all I'm saying. All right, this is your friend and your brother, W.C., checking out.